Hey, it's Crystal with a flat crochet candy cane tutorial for you today. This little candy cane is about 4 inches tall, and at the hook, the widest point is 2 inches wide. Makes a great little topper for your gifts, or you can even add a hook to it for an ornament. Okay, let's get started. Okay, to make this candy cane, you're going to need about 12 yards of number 4 medium worsted weight yarn in two colors, white and red, so 6 yards of each. And I'm using a 3.5 millimeter size E crochet hook. We'll start with white. Chain 4, and then half double crochet in the second chain from your hook and in each chain across. You'll have 3 stitches. Turn your work and we're ready for row 2. We'll chain 1 and half double crochet in that same stitch and in each stitch across. When we get to the last stitch, we're going to stop before the last yarn over to change colors to red. So we'll yarn over in red and pull that through for the last step of the half double crochet, changing to red for the next row. Turn our work and chain 1. Now we're going to repeat row 2 2 times. So we'll just half double crochet across here, turn our work, chain 1, and half double crochet across again. At the end of this row, we're going to stop again at the last step for the half double crochet to change colors to white. Then we'll repeat 2 more rows of white, 2 rows of red. Okay, now we're ready to do our hook shaping. We're going to change to white on the last stitch of row 8 and then turn our work. Okay, I'm going to trap this tail here and work over that. Chain 1 to start the row, half double crochet in the same stitch, then single crochet in the next stitch, and slip stitch in the last stitch. Turn your work, chain 1, and this will count as our first stitch. You might do it more loose since it will be worked into in the next row. Then in the second stitch, single crochet, and then half double crochet in the last stitch. Now we're going to change colors in the last stitch, so we stop before our last yarn over to switch to the red. Okay, so we are going to start with our chain 1. Let me trap this tail. Half double crochet in the same stitch. And now we're going to single crochet 2 together over our last 2 stitches. Remember here, this is where we work into that turning chain, the chain 1 from the beginning of the row. Okay, so here we have decreased our stitches. We have 2 stitches and then our turning chain there. Now we'll turn our work and chain 1. Again, on this one we are going to count it as our first stitch and we'll work into it on the next row. So working into the second stitch, we're going to place both a half double crochet and a single crochet in that last stitch on the row, the second one. Go back into the same stitch to make the single. So now we have our chain one, half double crochet, and single crochet. Okay, I'm actually going to back up on that last single crochet. So we're going to change to our white on the last yarn over for the single crochet, and then we'll continue. Okay, we'll chain one and half double crochet in that same stitch, and place a half double crochet in the next stitch, and place a single crochet in the last stitch, which again is our chain one from our turning chain. Turn our work, chain one. Here this will count as our first stitch of the row, so we'll single crochet in the next stitch and half double crochet in the last stitch. I'll stop to change to red on the last yarn over of that stitch. Okay, I'll chain one, half double crochet in the same stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, and slip stitch in the last stitch. Okay, turn your work. We'll chain one again, and here it will count as the first stitch of the row. So we'll single crochet in the next stitch and half double crochet in the last stitch, stopping before the last yarn over to change to white. Yarn over in my white and pull through for the last move of that half double crochet and turn my work. Working over my tail again, I will chain one and half double crochet in the same stitch, then single crochet in the next stitch, and slip stitch in the last stitch. Turn your work, chain one, half double crochet in each stitch across. We'll stop on the last half double crochet to change to our red. Yarn over in red, pull that through the last stitch, then turn your work. And now it's time to repeat 2 rows of row 2. So just a regular row like the one we just worked, chain 1, half double crochet in each stitch across, and then repeat that one more time. Pull up a long loop and cut my yarn. All right, now all we have left to do is weave in our ends and block our candy cane. As I weave in the ends, I'm going to clean up any uneven bits and just pay attention to the shaping, the curve here, and use those tails to help fill in any gaps or anything like that to make it nice and uniform looking. Okay, once you have all your ends weaved in, you can go ahead and block your candy cane. Just using acrylic yarn here, so I can just get it wet or damp and put it on my blocking board or a towel if you don't have one on a hard surface. And I'm going to shape it with my hands into the candy cane shape, making sure the curve is how I want it, and use the pins to pin it in place. And then I will just leave it to dry. And that's all you need to do to block it into shape